Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel, man. And I'm back like I never left. Pull another video off the shelf for you guys, man, because work been trying to get the best of me, but they're not going to get the best of me, man. Because today I'm going to share with you guys, and this a low blow to the MOC, man. But you know what? They motivated me, and that's what we all about, man. And that is why I say you should get the SS1LE over the WRX, over the Type S, and over the Honda Civic Type R. Yeah, I'm coming for my own boys, man, but it is what it is, and we're gonna jump straight into it. Okay, so we just gonna jump straight into this, man. And the very first reason why you should get the SS1LE over the Type S, WRX, and Honda Civic Type R, man, and that's because of the looks alone. Just look at it. Looking at, ooh, look, and that's a hawk flying up there too. Dang, that boy nice. But just how that looks good flying in the air, you know what? That's America right there. You know, the hawk approves it all day long. Just the looks of it, man. Just the silhouette of the SS1LE, man. What you get with the whole package, such as like the Brembo 6-piston brakes on the front, 4 in the rear, and then just the aggressive look. No one cannot tell me, like, looking at the whole car, like, this is not an aggressive car when you looking at it head on, or when you're looking at it in your rear view mirror as it coming up behind you. Don't mind this right here. I'm finally getting my bumper. It takes 2 months, man, for me to get a bumper from Chevy, man. I don't know why it's taking that long. Maybe if I was in Michigan, I would get it, but 2 months for me to get a bumper. That's crazy, man, but that's getting fixed. But that is the first reason on why you should get the SS1LE, man. A second reason, if you want to get the SS1LE over those other three, man, I know I'm going out to my MOC brothers hard, man, but it is what it is. And that is, it has faster 0 to 60 times, man. Stock. We're not talking about how I have mine modded up all the way. We just talking about stock for stock, pound for pound. Since they rate those cars, they advertise those cars, some of those cars like the Type S, the WRX Limited, and the Civic Type R's is like, I would say track cars. They show them on the track or whatever. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna put the SS1LE up there with them. Even though in 2 different segments, we still gonna put them in like that. So faster 0 to 60 times out the box, man. As y'all know, the Camaro and the automatic A10, A8, they go 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. With the manual, it goes 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, man. And that depends on the weather conditions and all of that. But if you decide to go with the Acura Type S, the 0 to 60 time is 4.9 seconds. If you get with the WRX, you know the WRX is a nice little rally car. It's fun to drive. It's you get that 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. And if you decide to get the Honda Civic Type R, 0 to 60, what shocked me is that it is around the same price. I mean, not the price, it's the same speed as the Type S, which is 4.9 seconds. So with that being said, that's not bad. That's not bad for what you get for those cars. And major shout out to the MOC, man. If y'all don't know who the MOC is, that's me, myself, Q the Chaotic, Race Car Friends, and the Honey Gang Nate. And they have the Acura Type S. They have, Q has the Acura Type S. Nate and Race Car Friends have the Type R. And Race Car Friends have the WRX. So that's why I'm making this video, to come for them. But it's okay because they all understand, they all have Camaros, but it's a nice way to me to compare with you guys based on today's market. So the third reason is the sound. That should be the very number one reason. Since I had the bald eagle and the hawk flying around the car, it should be the sound. You cannot get this V8 sound nowhere unless you get a Hellcat or you get a Mustang or any Dodge or Mustang Chevy platform. But that is one of the best reasons why you should get the SS1LE over all of them, because of that sound. You get the quad tips. Let's just show that for you boys here. You get the quad tips. They're not the fattest, pause, but they're not the greatest looking, but from the back they are a little bit more aggressive a little bit, so it gives it an aggressive look. And the 1LE package just comes like this, so that is one thing that I should say. The looks and the sound of the SS1LE is a killer deal. So that's the third reason, is the sound, how the SS1LE sounds stock out of factory. I think I have like a stock clip. Y'all know how it sounds, but yeah, y'all know it sounds good, man. You can't go wrong with the American V8. A lot of people like want to transfer over to the WRX Type R, and then the first thing they say when they leave the muscle cars to get over there is that, dang, we missed the sound. So you know you can't beat the V8. Now the very fourth reason I was saying this throwing jabs at the Honda Civic Type R is the PDR. I'm not going to come for the Type S because they're not really a full track car. I'm not going to come for the WRX, even though that's a fun little rally car, pure driver's car. But this is coming for the Honda Civic Type R, and the reason why is because they have this mode in there called the Log R, where they give you lots of data, show you what your car is doing and all that stuff, but it doesn't have the PDR. That's what all three of these cars don't have. They may have front forward collision, they may not, I'm not sure, because I'm still learning those cars through my guys, but they do not have PDR. I have PDR, which is like a dash cam if you want to drive around the city, but it also serves as telemetry of the whole car when you're going around the track. You record your track times and let you know how well you're doing, and it's software for free that comes from GM. I forgot the name of it. I believe it's Cotsworth, where you can like go on your computer. They like it doing it for Windows. The software is for Windows. I think you can get it for Mac, but I have an issue with that. But you can see how your car is doing, how it's match up, and where are your downfalls on your lap times, man. And then you can share that with other people, and they can match it too at the same track or different tracks. So that is a bonus tip right there, is that why you should get the 1LE. If you want a track car with the V8, with the looks and the sound, versus the Honda Civic Type R doesn't give you that. They want to give you that, but they don't give you that. So it's okay. It's okay. But and the last reason here, y'all, is very last reason is the price. This is why the major deal I say you should get the SS1LE over those three, and that is the price. So my car, as is, how it stands, I purchased my SS1LE Rapid Blue, of course, for $44K out the door. It had 4 miles on it, but even with the markup, let's say with the markup of the SS1LEs now, it would be about, we're gonna say like 47 to 49K. For that same 47 to 49K, you would have to get, if you decide to go to Acura Type S, 4-door, 0 to 60 in, like I said, 4.9. You will have to pay $50K plus, and that's not including the markup from the dealership. So you got that. That's where you stuck at too. So it's like, what you trying to do with horsepower wise, what you need, because here you got a sports car. The Type S is like a kind of like an Acura version of like the Hellcat. It's like a family car, but without the power, because it's 100 horsepower less than this car. If you decide to get the WRX, now that is the cheapest of the bunch. So dollar for dollar, the WRX Limited or the GT version is like 45K. Subi haven't been doing markups on their cars like that, so I guess because they realized like not too many people was feeling the looks of that new WRX, and they taking like a backlash on it. But if you decide to get like the GT or the Limited, it's gonna run you about like 40K. So it's a nice little competitor. What you get, it's a little bit smaller, got better visibility, but you also can get in the manual. It's a small, fun car to enjoy too. And I'm just talking stock for stock. If you decide to tune it, you know, that open up different avenues for you. WRX is a little bit more tunable too. These cars is great at the tune. I don't know about the Type S, but yeah, that's where we at. And last but not least, as I like to call it, the Mickey Mouse of the group, because I don't know, the Civic Type R, no shade, but the Civic Type R, man, kind of like a mouse to me, man. Like, I don't know why, with the tail in the back, man, it just looks so funny to me, but it's growing on me. The more I see it, looking at Race Car Friends and 100 Gang Nate's videos, it is growing on to me, but when I look at it, it just looks like a little mouse. And then they say that it's fast, it just looks like a little fast little mouse to me, man. But if you decide to get a Honda Civic Type R, man, they want $50K for that car. So, and that's not even including markup. So, because different places are gonna charge you more, depends on if you get that boost blue, which I love the look of that color, or you decide to get that pearl white or whatever. But they know, Hondas know that their car is limited. So not too many people don't know about the Civic Type R. So that is what you're dealing with here, man. And that is my reasons on why you should get the SS1 LE over the WRX, over the Type S, and over the Civic Type R, man, which is the looks, the price, the sound, oh, the PDR, and the 0 to 60 fast times, man. So that is that right there, man. So if y'all like this video, if y'all agree with what I'm saying on why you should get the SS1 Elite over all those three, drop a comment below. And like that, I see you guys in the next video.